All right, so you guys know I've been rappelling and basically doing everything off this Madrock, and it's been actually really good. I was fortunate enough to get one kind of when the craze first hit, the one stick saddle hunting world or whatever. But on the last hunt that I was on, I started to get there's a little bit of grinding noise like here in this mechanism. And I'm sure it's probably fine, and I'm sure some of y'all will tell me in the comments that it's fine, but for me, it just kind of unnerved me a little bit, so I started thinking about, okay, I've seen some of these non-mechanical options. Maybe it's time for me to make the switch to those to ascend a tree and rappel out of the tree. So I did a lot of research. I saw some methods that I almost liked and others that I didn't really like at all. The problem what I saw with a lot of those methods, they required too much transition time, and I feel like that's a way for you to get hurt, right? You know, most times that people get hurt when they're hunting is when they're making that transition from like climbing sticks to their platform or to their tree stand. I couldn't even think of tree stand. I've been in the saddle for so long. But anyways, you know, most people get hurt when they're making that transition from climbing sticks to tree stand. And I'm thinking the same thing would happen if we get into all these transitions in the saddle world, right? If you're on this gear for your tether, then transition into rappel, it's just opportunity to get hurt. So I wanted a system that was clean and as simple as possible. So this is what I'm rolling with now. Oh Lord, boy, these mosquitoes are something out here. Y'all pray for Chris. He holding that camera steady, and I see about 1,000 mosquitoes around him. But look, I got an ATC. It doesn't really matter the brand, whether you go with Black Diamond. This is DMM, but there's a bunch of different brands out there, and I'm not up on all of them. So I'm just trying this method out. We'll see. I think I'm gonna stick with it, but I think it'll be easier if I get this rigged up on the tree. So we'll get it rigged up on the tree, and then we'll come back to you and show you what I'm doing. When most people use this, they attach their carabiner to the guide portion on the ATC. So when they're ascending the tree, the carabiner would be here. It wouldn't be attached down here, it would be up here, and then you would need a second carabiner where mine is right now. And then like when you want to rappel, you'd have to remove this carabiner and then attach down here. In my mind, that's already too many steps for me. I'm turned off, I don't want to do it. So what I did was this is the configuration that it would be in to rappel, right? I can rappel down the tree just like this. So what I'm doing is basically I took this ATC and I turned it into a tender, right? So it's just gonna tend this swabbage hitch all the way up the line for me. So if I need to adjust up, look what happens when I pull my oplux through, and the ATC is tending it. And then if I needed to, you know, sit to reach down and grab my climbing stick so I can, you know, make my move with the one stick, boom, now the swabbage hitch grabs. If I need to come down, boom, I grab the top and I bring it down. It's a way more simple setup than having to have two carabiners, removing one, making sure that you did the right thing after you've been hunting, like we say, caint to caint, from when it's dark, when you wake up in the morning, you're out there in the woods and you hunt all day. I just don't trust myself that a billion times out of billion that I can make this transition without making one single mistake. I probably could, I don't know, but I'm not willing to take that chance. So I simplified the system. All you climbing experts out there, if you got a better way to do it, or if you don't think this is safe, go ahead and beat me up in the comments or whatever. I welcome it, as long as it helps me get back home to my family safely. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up here, probably just go to this top stick, maybe make a move or two, I don't know, depending on how well this off that I just sprayed on is keeping these mosquitoes off me. Just for some practice. I've done it a couple times. and it's good. But look, what I love about it is like there is no handle that can go bad, right? It's literally, it's just friction that's grabbing here. And then what I'll do also from the ground, I forgot to tell you guys about this. My auto block, I tie all of that from the ground. So like I said, at the end of the day, when it's time to hunt, I can literally just come down the tree. I don't have to remember how to tie anything. I can try it from the ground, make sure it holds while I'm sitting on the ground. And that's just one less chance of me making a mistake and getting hurt. I'm not a climate expert, so I don't want to act like a climate expert. So at the end of the day, don't do what I'm doing. This is me experimenting. I think this is what I'm rolling with, but you are responsible for your own safety. So my auto block is in. There's no weight on the sway bitch. It's doing what it's supposed to. So at this point in time, you know, if it was the end of the hunt and it's time for me to come down the tree, boom, I'm good. There's no need for me to tie this at the end of the hunt. I got a system that's all one-stop shop right here from the ground. I'll go up the tree. I can make it back down the tree in this configuration as is. I'll just hold on here. So I got 2 spots. And then if I feel like I'm rappelling too fast, then guess what? I'm just let go. Hey guys, for the 100 billionth time, I'm not a climate expert, instructor, any of that. I take no liability for your well-being. It's your responsibility to, if you find something on the internet or YouTube that looks cool enough and intrigues you enough to try it, that you do it the right way so you can make it home to your people. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it home to my people. Hey, I forgot, hey, shout out to Matt, Vital Ground Outdoors. I got the care package, brother. Review is gonna come soon. This is one of the hats that he sent me. Awesome. I'm kind of accepting a little bit of risk at this first step. I understand that because I'm not attached to the tree. So I'm banking on the fact that I'm not gonna fall from here, which I know it's a risk. You guys don't have to accept that risk, but, and I weigh the options too. Like if I'm out somewhere and I'm hunting and there's no cell phone reception, then I might not be as willing to take this risk. But out here at this park, there's onlookers. I got Chris out here, we'll be all right. ATC, carabiner, locked, going through. That would have been good if I was recording. All of my weight is right here in this sway bitch. So sway bitch ATC is literally here doing nothing. Okay, so ATC here, auto block, guys, is still tied. So I got a couple different points of attachment. Hey, this should help you all out too if you're like trying to get Madrocks. I mean, I feel like this is just as good. So I'm starting off here, no slack in the system in between my ATC and my auto block. I don't want there to be a shock load from when I get ready to start this transition. So I'm gonna start bringing this sway bitch hitch down to start loading the auto block, or the auto block and the ATC. Okay. So this is holding, everything's all good. So now hands, I gotta make sure I tin this sway bitch down. And literally I just start rappelling down like you would with the Madrock. If you feel like you're going too fast, just take your hands off and you're good. Well, the real answer is on an ATC is not to just take your hands off, but it's to actually apply braking force. You could take your hand off the hand that's tending down the sway bitch. All right, so continue. Boom. All right, back on the ground. I like having the auto block. It's a backup. If I get knocked unconscious somehow on the way down, I got the swayage and the auto block here to stop me. And hopefully the couple people that know where I hunt can send some help. All right, folks, I am back on the ground safely. I didn't have to transition anything. I didn't unclip anything, nothing. From how I was on the ground all the way up, one simple clean package. I feel like this is the safest way to go about it. We're already used to hanging from tethers that has a Prusik tied on it. So, you know, having our life in a rope is what we're used to. We're fairly new in the game with these Madrocks. So it's been great for me. I done shot a lot of animals with Madrocks, probably, or rappelling off a Madrock and ascending with a Madrock. If I had to guess, somewhere north of 15 animals off of these systems. So countless amount of practice, sits and rappels and all that. But where I'm at right now, once I heard that little grinding noise, it kind of made all those warnings that my buddies, like my buddy Andy said, hey, I don't think you should be rappelling off of that. ATC is tried and true. A figure 8 is tried and true. Military's been using it forever. And I was out hunting on a place on Lanai where I didn't have any cell phone reception. And so when it was time for me to come down a tree, I'm like, Lord, please let me get down safely and let me get down to the ground where I can like reevaluate my gear. So this is kind of what I came up with. This is what I'm doing out of necessity. So y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it. This is what I'm rolling with for the foreseeable future. If you got anything that you would add, anything that you would take away, let me know. Once again, it's PRIVILEGED. I know y'all know how to spell bow hunter. If you didn't hit the like button yet at this point in time, make sure you smash it. We love y'all. Peace.